And we should be live again. Let me just double check. Yep, all is fine. So, because somebody suggested me to play the Omahas Friday, why not do that? Don't really have much else to play anyways. Or nothing I really want to play anyways. So I'll be mainly playing the Omahas. But if anybody requests any other vehicle that I happen to own, I'll gladly play it as well. Some other quick notes though. I messed around with the appearance of the chat on screen. I hope it's a bit better. I'm not entirely sure though. Yep. It looks small, doesn't it? It's really small. It'll be fine. Let's see if I can make it a bit bigger. I'll wait to spawn in anyways, because it's this map, although it's a down tier. I'll change it after this match. And I'll see if I can make it a bit bigger.
Engines, flank speed. Helm, hard a port.
Hard a port, aye.
Helm, midships.
Helm midships, aye. Light cruiser. Starboard. 10,000 meters.
We have an enemy Aoba and an enemy Omaha, and a lot of destroyers.
Target identified.
The enemy Aoba is kind of concerning.
Bearing 280, 10,000 meters. Near hit. Direct hit.
Destroyer. Ahead.
Which one of them is shooting me? This one, isn't it?
Target identified. Light
And I'm behind it as well.
280, 9,000 meters.
target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 280,
And the one ahead of me.
9,000 meters.
Starboard your helm.
There goes the bridge, but that's no surprise.
Out of control. We are damaged.
Yes, and it's incredibly small, as you can see, Sam.
Near hit. Shows on target.
Rear magazine is flooded by the looks of it. I'm just gonna wait for the
Repair station. Steering
bridge to be repaired.
vessel out of control.
And of course, immediately I want to do that, I gotta fire.
Flooded compartments. Damage control to firefighting crews. Control burning crews. Damage control to repair parties. Restore watertight integrity.
My Steam issues now. Not particularly, I don't really see the reason why. Seeing as I don't play any Steam games on my stream. Nor do they need to know.
We are damaged. Shells on target.
Helm, hard a starboard.
I'm starting to get really fed up with these bots, man. Really fed up.
Target identified.
Bearing 280, 7,000 meters.
The enemy is winning.
Helm, midships.
Helm midships, aye.
Repair station. Steering damage. Vessel out of control.
What?
Near hit.
Destroyer. Port. 9,000 meters.
Damage control. Control burning compartment.
unit damaged. Vessel out of control. Fire spotted on the enemy ship.
Destroyer! Ahead! 9,000 meters!
Direct hit.
Oh, I think it's time to just go completely bowing.
Enemy hit.
Target identified.
Because that is one of the bonuses of the Omaha class, is that they have a lot of guns going completely bowing. All 6 of them.
We have been critically damaged.
Starboard your helm.
Aye! Steer starboard!
Enemy hit.
The enemy has multiple strategic zones.
The joke did not land that well.
Enemy hit.
Damage control station.
Repair station. Steering damage. Vessel out of control. Enemy listening and losing speed.
Target identified. Heavy cruiser.
Bearing 28
Yeah, making myself an unattractive target sadly doesn't work against the bots.
on target.
Because they'll just stay locked and fire one target. Until they randomly decide to switch target.
8,000 meters.
Bridge is knocked out, so come turn.
By the enemy.
All back. We have been critically damaged. Repair station. Steering damage. Vessel out of control.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 3,000
Destroyer! Port! 8,000 meters!
Port your helm.
Aye! Steer port!
direct hit. All hands. We have been critically damaged. Near hit. Enemy hit.
Damage control to repair parties. Pump out flooded compartment.
Enemy hit.
Engine. Almost done.
Why is the heavy cruiser firing its anti-air guns at the destroyer?
Flooded compartment.
Destroyer!
Why is he
We are critically damaged.
I'm in pain.
Starboard all.
Pain and suffering from the teammates I have to play with. Also, there's still an enemy on this capture point.
Target identified. Light cruiser.
Bearing 320. 3,000. Enemy hit.
Port! 6,000!
As well as several destroyers still shooting me.
Target identified.
It seems that I'm actually fighting against player Moff. It's even more fun.
5,000 meters. Repair stations. We are critically damaged.
Damage control to repair parties. Pump out flooded compartment.
The enemy is winning. We've got to counterattack.
Repair parties. Begin damage control. Target identified. Destroyer.
There we go.
220. 500 meters. Dangerous ahead.
Engine. All back.
Target destroyed.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 300. 6,000 meters. Repair station. We are critically damaged.
Steer starboard!
Enemy vessel sunk.
He's retreating, so we'll launch torpedoes that way, I guess.
Bearing 340. 2,000 meters.
Torpedo away! Torpedo away!
Allied forces have captured that zone.
Target identified. Heavy cruiser.
Bearing
Northampton is seemingly choosing to ignore the Omaha
we are critically damaged.
for some reason.
Light cruiser.
Bearing 340.
Yeah, I am also playing the Detroit, which is a premium ship to begin with, and it has the maximum SL modifier, so that's going to be a juicy amount of SL from the stream. Or it should be.
Engine.
It's sinking.
Flank speed.
Now the Oba.
Target identified. Heavy cruiser.
Can RPT boat attack Charlie?
Attack the sea point.
It's a destroyer, okay. That does not fill me with hope.
Starboard your helm.
Critical damage. Damage party to breach. Direct hit.
Aye.
If you'll do something fast, the enemy will win.
Port your helm.
What is the Elba shooting at?
Enemy hit.
Fighter. Ahead.
Repair station. We are critically
I'll launch an aircraft to try and decapture Bravo. Ditch those bombs because they're just dead weight.
Damage control to repair parties. Pump out flooded compartments. Target identified. Fighter.
Bearing 220. 5,000 meters.
This is
Damage
nice,
control
Japanese,
to repair
okay.
parties. Restore watertight integrity.
Critical damage. Damage party to breach.
Yeah, that thing's going for me, so I'm going to try and just ignore it, let my AI do what it can. Because a splash hit will just knock me out as well. I shot him down, but yeah, he's gonna sink my ship. But that's fine, because all I need to do is just decap Bravo. And not get shot down. I can cap it on the safe side of the rock, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Going incredibly fast, and for the love of God, don't rip my own pontoon off. Fine, we just need to decap it. Perfect. They have a PT boat, that's not good. The aircraft stays alive if you're already in that aircraft, yes. It's not that you lose your ship and then you can suddenly still jump in that aircraft, no. You have to actively be in that aircraft. And destroyer on Charlie, and I don't think I can make it anyways, but we can try. Nah, I don't have enough time.
All hands, abandon ship.
Now we do have destroyers, we do have a Moffat with us, and I might actually take it just so I can secure the victory. That is, if I can survive in my Moffat.
Destroyer. Ahead. 8,000 meters.
Action stations. Enemy spotted. Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 280. 8,000 meters.
Port all.
Hard a port. Aye.
Helm. Midships. Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 280. 8,000 meters.
Port your helm.
Aye. Steer port.
My rearmost turret is not actually firing where I wanted to fire, so let's just turn a bit more.
Destroyer. Ahead. 6,000 meters.
And we'll just keep up this barrage. And he's already sinking, doesn't matter.
Direct hit. Starboard your helm.
Aye. Steer starboard.
And this match should be in the bag. Weird placement for mines.
Counterattack.
For the love of God, just start decapping one of the points.
Fighter. Ahead. 10,000 meters.
Target identified. Fighter.
Bearing 280.
F6F can be a very dangerous target, although is it a torpedo I see underneath it?
Take him down.
Probably never going to hit at this range, but I might try. That is a torpedo strapped underneath the F6F. Actually, not that stupid of an idea anymore, because the American air-launched torpedo is a really good torpedo.
Torpedo bomber.
Bearing 280.
Allows for a very high speed drop.
Target identified. Torpedo bomber.
And torpedo bomber is always fun.
280. 8,000 meters.
The Allied forces have captured a zone.
Fighter. Ahead. 2,000 meters.
Target identified. Fighter.
Bearing 280. 2,000 meters.
Aboard your helm.
A little lower.
Identified. Fighter.
Bearing 280.
Target identified. Helm. Hard starboard.
Hard starboard. Aye. Helm midships. Aye.
Aboard your helm.
Aye. Steer port.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Engines. All stop. Cannons ahead.
Time to start single firing the A guns. And sometimes somebody else. Just fine. There's going to be a nice stack of silver lions after this match, that's for sure.
Aye. Steer starboard.
Yes!
Now we had a squad of Northamptons, that's useful. And there we go.
The battle is over.
Very cheerful dude
Stand
apparently.
up and make me
Now
some
I'm
tea.
going to see if I can make that font a bit bigger. Let's see. I don't think I can do it just on the fly like that. No, hold on, hold on. I can do it like this for the time being, I guess. That should be readable enough. Yes, I did change it because I wasn't quite a fan of the old one. Because some letters were cut off. It is not really all that well. It's a bit of a chore trying to change that and knowing what it was like. Actually, how much sound did I get? I didn't look. Good chunk, as expected. Anyways, on we go. Oops, sure thing, Richland. There we go. You're gonna play 5 of Japan, are you a madman? Okay then. Good luck. You'll have to spade him, poor man. You are not going to enjoy them. Just gonna wait until a few others spawn in.
Prepare the ship
Coming
for
up there as
battle.
well, with Belfast among us.
Engines, flank speed. Starboard your helm.
Aye, steer starboard. Destroyer, ahead. 10,000 meters.
Action stations. Enemy spotted. Port all.
And we have a Glorious now, that's interesting.
Helm, midships.
Helm midships, aye.
Target identified. Destroy.
Bearing 3.
Sadly, the zombies have started to caught on that the Frank Knox is a much better choice than the
Destroy.
Moffat.
Bearing
Bought in because it's a lot tankier.
9,000 meters.
And now we have to deal with shipments of Frank Knoxes.
Repair parties, begin damage control.
We are down.
The Mitcher is being a little bit stupid by the looks of it, but it will. Yeah, let it thunder.
Aye, steer port.
I mean, the Omahas aren't the worst 5.0 cruiser to throw myself into. That would be my squad mate's choice of being Japan, since he still has to spade him. Poor man.
Destroyer, port. 9,000 meters.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Destroyer, ahead. 8,000 meters.
Enemy destroyed.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Yeah.
340. 7,000
I remember actually spading Sandai back when the 140 mm was still a usable gun. With the
Target identified.
emphasis on usable and not good.
Bearing 340. 6,000
Target identified.
It doesn't have a fuse delay basically.
bearing 340. 6,000 meters. Hit.
The Atlantis should still be the same, it's just why would you play naval at current state? Like, the people who played Atlantis obviously had a lot of fun in it, thinking on their ships. And I'm assuming that either most people got bored of it, because I kind of find Atlanta boring. I'm not the greatest fan of low velocity guns.
Port your helm. Target identified. Destroyer.
Although when you see what those 5-inch guns do, I think it'd be a very fun ship.
Engines. 1/3. Engines. Full stop.
Shells on target.
Damage control to station.
Sailors on fire.
Ammunition cellars on fire, so let's cancel repairs real quick.
Light cruiser, port. 3,000 meters.
No, it's... Ah, I see why this is going so horribly wrong. The entire team on this side has already melted.
Control burning compartment.
And I'm setting fire again, just I want to start repairing. And I just cannot get this magazine on this Moffat for the life of me.
Repair station. Serious damage. Vessel out of control.
Push on the enemy. They're winning.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Eh.
Bearing 360. 3000.
Engines. Engines. All astern.
All hands. We have been critically damaged. Direct hit. Repair
Since the bridge repair is active anyways, I'll just activate my repair because it's the same penalty.
steering damage.
That Frank Knox is sinking, so let's target the one in the rear.
Enemy listing and losing speed.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 20. 4,000 meters.
And for some reason they all switch targets.
Engines. All stop.
Repair station.
I am shocked at how quickly this entire flank melted. Look at my team, it's just gone.
Hit.
And there was quite a sizable chunk here. I'm way undershooting this guy because I'm not paying attention.
Shells on target.
Oh boy.
Port all.
Hard port, aye.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 280.
Launch on the torpedoes just to keep that Frank Knox from going out there and torpedoing me.
Critical damage. Damage.
Port your helm. Target identified.
Quite clearly I am indeed a flank now. Let's deal with these Moffats then, seeing that they're no longer shooting me.
Light cruiser. 6,000 meters.
I need to stop going for the Amarak.
Aye. Steer port.
Target identified.
Yep, there we go. But he's sailing... Oh no, it's a Moffat now sailing into me. I thought it was a Frank Knox.
Destroyer.
Is he going to hit one of my torpedoes? No. His torpedo tubes are empty. That's good for me.
Ahead.
Very good for me. Because it's just a Moffat.
On the enemy. They're winning.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 260.
And my buddy got sunk, so now they're all going to start shooting me again.
Direct hit. Enemy ship on fire.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 360. 2,000 meters. Dangerous shallows ahead. Repair station. We are critically damaged.
Destroyer. Stop port. 500 meters.
Target identified.
Bearing 40.
That's another Moffat, so if that comes around the corner, that's fine.
Aye.
Yeah, let her nick.
Ground.
Destroyer.
Bearing 2,000 meters. Repair station. We are
Target identified. Destroyer.
bearing
And hello there, Kenneth.
3,000 meters.
New chat font indeed. I hope it's all right.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Cruiser. Ahead. 6,000 meters.
Target identified. Destroyer.
It'd be real funny if I just... Nope, my gun can't depress low enough. My gun physically cannot depress low enough. Torpedo tubes are knocked out? No, they're not, so why can I not select them?
All stop.
And now they're knocked out.
Hold below the waterline.
Lower the lifeboats and the raft. Abandon ship. All hands. All hands.
Now we had a Belfast and a Glorious rolling around as well. What happened to them? And why is my primary shell on this ship the HE and not the SAP? That has to change.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 340. 6,000 meters.
Aye. Steer port.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 360. 8,000 meters.
Light cruiser. Port.
guns are okay on the Omaha, just
Action station.
they're a little bit too inaccurate for my liking.
Target identified.
Just a little bit.
Destroyer. Starboard your helm.
Steer starboard!
Direct hit!
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 342! 8,000 meters!
Really? I believe the rally is the latest, but seeing as it has buffers, it's 42, 30, 42. But I'd say the rally is the better one because buffers.
Critical list starboard!
The ammunition center is on fire! Destroyer, ahead! 8,000 meters.
Action stations. Enemy
There's an enemy at land top.
identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 360! 8,000 meters!
And there goes the Glorious.
Aye, steer port.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 20! 9,000 meters! Enemy destroyed! Target on fire!
Light cruiser. 8,000
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Enemy
In the
hit!
Trento. We'll just try and get as much damage done in this match before it ends. It'll be the Atlanta shooting me from my head, maybe, who knows.
Steering
It's gonna sink, but probably not before the match ends. Atlanta got destroyed.
Target identified. Destroyer.
8,000 meters!
Repair parties. Repair parties. Begin damage control.
There's an enemy aircraft up, it's about to torpedo me. Not that I can do anything about it, because Bridge got knocked out.
Helm. Hard a port. All hands. All hands.
Didn't see the torpedo drop. That was a horrible match. Not down to the Omahas, but just current state of naval still. Hey. Although I'm slowly but surely filling up my funds to buy myself a new squadron vehicle just unlocked. Where was it? Got myself the Sea Harrier, I think. Yep. So let's just grind out DSL of these things. Alrighty. Japanese port is not the best map for cruisers, and I just want to check my ammo loads. I had 76 VT and still did have 6F went through. Okay then. I'll just wait to spawn again. This might be a match where I actually want to first spawn a Moffat. I think I might want to do that instead.
Secure the ship for sea. Engines, flank speed. Helm, midships.
Helm midships, aye.
Starboard
It was a
your helm.
crack shot from the kilo to immediately one-shot something. It's funny, yeah, we got up there to 5.7 with a kilo and a Leipzig. But I'm willing to bet that the enemy will have a lot more potent 5.7s than we will.
Port your helm.
Aye, steer port. Destroyer, ahead. 11,000 meters.
Action stations. Enemy spotted. Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing
Enemy Douglas or Bravia band?
11,000 meters.
Target identified.
No, that's gonna be
Heavy
fun.
cruiser.
Bearing 120. 10,000 meters.
Destroyer, ahead. 4,000 meters.
Starboard. All.
Heavy cruiser, astern. 2,000 meters.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 60. 3,000 meters.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 120. 11,000
That Frank Knox is going to ruin me, I think. Oh no, I saw a cruiser. I definitely saw an enemy like Northampton. Pretty sure of it. I'll go over there somewhere. Yep.
Down!
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing
There isn't an enemy Bravia up.
1,000 meters.
That's what we saw. There it is. Our little war criminal. Come on then.
Shells on top.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 3,000 meters.
All astern.
Enemy!
Do the missiles blow up? That's going to be the question of today.
Direct hit.
Another Bravi. And they're both actively shooting me. I assume they're both in the same squad.
Direct hit.
Although one of them is going to be sinking now. The other one, God knows.
Destroyer, ahead. 10,000 meters.
Action stations. Enemy spotted. Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 80. 11,000 meters.
Port your helm.
Aye, steer port.
Well, let's see if we can use these 6-inch guns at range then.
Heavy cruiser, starboard. 12,000.
Good old hit on the boilers. That guy is now going bow in, so it's no longer a valuable target.
Destroyer.
And those two Bravies are going to slaughter all our Moffats.
Near hit.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 80. 11,000 meters.
Destroyer, ahead. 9,000 meters.
Because all it takes to sink a Moffat is one well-placed shell.
Direct hit.
Come on then.
11,000 meters. Near hit.
Target destroyer.
Bearing. 8,000 meters.
Target identified. Destroyer.
40. 9,000 meters.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing. 8,000 meters.
It'll cost you 400? 450? Sounds good to me.
Bearing. 40.
It's not really all that easy to use though, in my opinion.
Near hit.
I find it to be a bit sluggish.
Starboard. 11,000 meters.
Might be fun for naval though if you use the torpedoes on it. I'm just in general not a fan of those kind of bombers without bomb sight.
On target.
But I'd get it for 450 as well.
Ahead. 6,000 meters.
It's a unique plane as well.
Enemy. Destroyer. Target identified. Heavy cruiser.
Bearing. 10.
And there goes all our destroyers because they just don't know what they're doing. I'm also starting the stream kind of annoyed as well because this week or this weekend I ran into a person
Starboard your
that
helm.
sympathized with the zombies,
Clear starboard.
that found them a good thing, and that,
On target.
ooh, that wells me up. And then of course you see that in the chat, you look at that guy's player card, has played nothing but destroyers and the SKR-7. And then I'm not surprised about those takes.
Destroyer. Ahead. 5,000 meters.
No. In my opinion, the cherry on top was his most played naval vehicle was the SKR-7.
Shells on target.
What is it now? Is it 43? Okay.
80. 11,000
I need to stop firing and reload my ready racks.
Station.
The reload rate is killing me.
We are damaged.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing. 6.
Too far ahead.
meters.
So Moffat is going quite slow.
Damage control to firefighting crew. Control burning.
That should be about right.
Target on fire.
Almost.
Enemy listing and losing speed.
Repair parties, begin damage control.
Destroyer. Port.
There we go.
4,000 meters.
Enemy aircraft up. That's
Fire
not good.
spotted on the enemy ship.
Target identified. Attacker.
Bearing. 40. 6,000 meters.
I'm repairing my stuff, so I should have full anti-air capability. An SU-6 coming in from a lower approach like that should not be able to kill me. No, I'm not going through all that VT.
Target identified. Destroyer.
3,000 meters. Shells on target.
You can rocket me all he wants, but that's not going to finish me off.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
Direct hit.
Destroyer. Ahead. 8,000 meters.
Spokone is angled quite annoyingly, or should I say blood out of me?
Enemy hit. We are damaged.
Fighter. Port. 4,000 meters.
Enemy hit.
Near hit.
There we go.
Shells on target.
Target identified. Heavy cruiser.
Bearing. 100! 7,000 meters!
Starboard your helm. Target identified. Destroyer.
And of course they respawn and directly get on my flank.
Engines all stop. Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 4,000 meters!
I do not care about the Focke-Wulf, I'm not gonna lie. I need that destroyer sunk quickly.
Helmet ship. Aye.
Destroy the target.
Direct hit!
Has captured the zone. Engaging the enemy.
All hands! Critically damaged! Enemy hit! All hands! Engine lockdown! Vessel is adrift!
Damage control to repair bodies. Compound compartment.
Shows on target!
And there I go. Northampton got me.
All hands. Abandon ship.
I technically still have to do that rocket task, so let's see if we can do something. There's several enemy aircraft up. And an enemy destroyer near A. P2 probably ripped its own wing off. And the Focke-Wulf got shot down. And there go 2 more destroyer spawns. That's a Tashkent. Let's climb a bit higher. Now this Tashkent doesn't seem like a threat for the capture point, but I'm going to rocket him anyways. Because I think it's a threat. Almost. Now what do I do? Do I continue my rally? I guess I will.
Destroyer. Ahead. 9,000 meters.
I'm getting suspicious of this
Target
Kudov.
identified. Destroyer.
Bearing
Well,
60. 9,000 meters.
Hold your helm.
Aye. Stay port.
put a kill with a tiny Tim. Let's actually work towards that task. And they're
Target
decapping
identified.
Charlie.
Destroyer.
Bearing 7,000 meters.
Because imagine there being more than 2 people on the team that actually know what they're doing.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Enemy hit.
Yep, the Kudov was a bot as well. Good to know. One of those bots again.
Shells on target.
I get a lucky underwater
Target
detonation.
identified. Destroyer.
Bearing. 6,000 meters. Direct hit.
Commencing attack.
Enemy hit.
Destroyer! Ahead! 8,000 meters!
Oh, still in Omaha.
Stations. Enemy spotted.
We're on counterattack.
Omaha and every now and then Moffat.
Shells on target.
Starboard your helm.
And it's going to be way too late for us to win this match.
Enemy listening and losing.
I should probably replace my Moffat in my lineup as well with a Gearing.
Target
Would be a
identified.
better choice.
Destroyer.
Bearing 20. 6,000 meters.
Retreat from battle. Report losses.
Good chunk of Silver Lions though, as usual. But yeah, let's see, can we replace the Moffat with something better? I can replace it with the Gearing, perfect. I don't know. I've come to prefer the semi-armor piercing on the French rounds. Mainly because, let's see, well, I can showcase on Jeanne d'Arc. Sap has higher filler. And still higher base span. It's mainly the higher filler why I've started preferring the Sap on that gun. Even though the fuse delay is a bit shorter. To me it seems that the increased filler more than makes up for it. But I'm still not too certain on which round is better. We are getting matches really quick at least. God, why these god-awful maps for cruisers? Because we only have one spawn point, and on this side it's even worse. But we first spawned Detroit anyways. Yep. That will overpen all destroyers for as far as I'm
Engines.
aware.
Speed.
And it will even overpen some cruisers, if not most of them.
Hard starboard! Aye!
But we are not going to go headlong into the fray, we are going off to the side.
Destroyer! Ahead! 12,000 meters!
Action stations. Enemy spotted. Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 220. 12,000 meters.
Starboard your helm.
Aye! Steer
Well, that
starboard.
set 46 gave up very quickly.
Target identified. Heavy cruiser.
Bearing 220. 11,000 meters.
Guess I'll go and head first anyways. Oh well.
Port your helm.
Aye! Steer port!
I should actually hold on.
Destroyer! Ahead! 9,000 meters!
Take him down. I'm sorry.
Yep. We're in for a good match. Choppy waves, so that's going to be fun to try and land on. Also, don't ask me why, but for some reason I really love the yellow wings of early American naval aviation. We're gonna slow down, because I don't think I have flaps, do I? Oh, I do have flaps, okay. On the top wing, interesting. I am aware of where my ship is heading, don't worry. I am aware. I've put it on that course. And I'm within gun range of the Deugen, apparently, okay. Please capture the point quick. Please capture it quick.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Yeah, we're in the tail. We'll abandon that aircraft. We still have another one,
Repair station.
I think.
Damage. Vessel out of control.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 180. 4,000 meters.
Damage control.
I think that could be interesting if you could set your course manually.
Destroyer.
But on the other hand, it's a bit unnecessary.
4,000.
You just have to pre-plan your own heading and your own
Port your helm.
speed before you launch your aircraft, really. Like, I know I was pointing my ship towards Charlie for the express purpose of going there.
Target identified.
Whether or not it's face first into the enemy destroyers or not.
180. 4,000 meters.
Heavy cruiser.
At least the enemy Blagorodny is not a player one.
Enemy hit.
Victory is near.
Direct hit.
Moffat.
Identified.
Way more juicy, so let's focus fire it first.
Shells on target.
And I've been having bad luck with popping Moffats last few months through.
Enemy destroyed.
There we go.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 180.
Destroyer. Ahead.
Yeah, I do think it feels like it's become a lot more difficult, but I don't know why.
Vessel is
Okay, well,
adrift.
Fire in the engine room.
Damage control.
go. Now, who is shooting me? It's a French cruiser.
Target
A
identified.
Jeanne d'Arc, nonetheless.
Bearing 260. 4,000 meters.
Destroyer. Starboard. 4,000 meters.
Somebody attack him!
Prepare torpedo tube.
Torpedo away.
Enemy hit.
So the plan now is to just extinguish fires
Direct hit. Enemy ship.
and just get into the capture point. No point in repairing my engine since I'm almost in the cap anyways.
Starboard.
Also, where on...
Aye. Steer starboard.
I was about to ask where on earth are its crew compartments, but I guess it doesn't matter, does it?
Identified. Patrol vessel.
Bearing.
Now, German destroyers also have a rear magazine vulnerability. Does this person know of that? Well, I say person.
180.
It's a premium, so it's like 80-20 chance it's actually a person or bot, if not higher.
Victory is close.
Starboard. All.
Do I actually want to hit the rear magazine though?
Another zone captured. We have
That
the
would be
advantage.
lovely.
Damage control to station.
It's just below that 20 mil.
Stop.
Those shells just hit nothing.
Enemy hit! We are damaged!
There goes a shell room.
On the enemy ship!
I don't quite believe my gun's accurate enough for this job.
Heavy cruiser! 3,000 meters!
But it seems like the rear of that ship is burning quite nicely, so let's focus on the front of it.
Burning compartment.
Never mind.
Hard port, aye!
Helm, pitching.
Helmet ship, aye!
All hands! We have been critically damaged!
Target identified. Patrol vessel.
Bearing 240! 4,000 meters!
Engine. Stop.
Shells on target!
Direct hit.
Okay, just Neugen chilling over there, that's
Heavy
fine.
cruiser.
Bearing
I'm gonna bully this unit first anyways.
5,000 meters. Shells on target. All hands. We have been critically damaged. Direct hit.
Keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Repair parties.
I want to
begin
hit
damage
lower
control.
and the hull, preferably the engines. Come on, guns. I know you can do it. There we go.
Direct hit.
Now maybe just focus our target in the Eugen here.
Bearing 260. 5,000 meters.
Engines. Flank speed.
All hands. We have been critically damaged.
Heavy cruiser!
Although I doubt these 6-inch guns with SAP will be able to do much.
Enemy hit.
Not that it matters because the game's over anyways.
Yes. Mission completed. Return to base.
And another 160,000 SL. Just raking in the SL. But that's not too surprising seeing as they buffed the modifiers that'll by quite a lot. We continue on, I guess. Even though I don't really have anything to research. I wonder, how far away am I from... A lot, okay, never mind. Very nice, Kenneth. Do you need 10 or 12 for the access to the French tree? I forgot. $12, okay. I could play the Germans, but I don't want to play the Germans. There's very few things I actually want to grind at the moment. What I do need to actually finish off, I need to finish off the Italian tech tree. Because if I just research the last three, the three Italian battleships, I have the entire Italian fleet researched as well. Together with Japan.
All hands to battle station.
Oh look, we have our bot in the Kudov back again.
Port your helm.
Aye, steer port!
Anyways, I'm turning a hard left because I do not care about the fight over Alpha. I could tell you if you want to go to Charlie, that is.
Destroyer! Ahead! 9,000 meters!
Fast is the Omaha.
Action stations.
63.
Enemy spotted.
Should be a bit faster than Plimogue, although I'm not actually sure. Yeah, France is also another one I want to work on, but it's been really annoying trying to grind ships with the zombie stuff going on. Slowly but surely overtaking him. They've really done the French street dirty this update, to be honest. Just bad. I've played the Italians a few times before, especially their cruisers. I like their cruisers. The Italian 5.7s are good fun. Ooh, detonation risk, okay. Good to know. Oh, I need to reattach the cable. There we go.
Hold your helm.
Aye, stay put.
Thank you.
Oh, that cable's kind of bad as well. Ideally, you'd have a cable directly on the bow. But I can't depress my sight far enough to actually look at his bow. Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Target identified.
We have some destroyers, but that one's already burning, so we'll just leave it be.
160. 11,000 meters.
It's just, like, the French tactory, right?
Destroyer.
Bearing.
It's been, I want to say, like, a year since people have been asking where's the or even longer, like, where's the French naval tactory, where is it? And what do we get? A mediocre destroyer lineup. Which is, like, it's an alright destroyer lineup, it's difficult, but it's alright, but still a bit empty. And then you have... Is it 2 bad 5.0 cruisers? Kind of bad 5.0 cruisers, then 2 5.3s. No 5.7, no 6.0 cruisers, and 2 dreadnoughts. And that's it.
Target
You, like,
identified. Destroyer.
Dunkirk would have been a very fun addition for France. It could have been a very potent battleship, or at least an interesting one to get. Nope, no sight of that. Algerie, one of their more famous heavy cruisers. Nope. Just, yeah. Such an... And also, no coastal tactory. So if you want to play the meta, and you don't have a coastal vessel, good luck.
Destroyer! Ahead!
Jeanne d'Arc is slow. Incredibly slow. And I despise slow cruisers. Yeah, I know. But it doesn't help it. It doesn't matter why it's slow, so it's bad. Is it better than Primogwe?
Target identified.
Primogwe?
Destroyer.
More Prima.
Bearing 100.
Nope.
7,000 meters.
Primo.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
I wouldn't say it is better than Primogwe. Primogwe is basically Duguay Trouin, but with torpedoes.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will
Oh,
win.
look, an Italian destroyer.
Ahead! 6,000 meters!
Yeah, I guess it would be a bit of a negative, it being... Although, does it matter?
5,000
When are you ever going to see 4-7 matches?
enemy hit.
True, I guess. You can go up there to the hell in a hell.
Hells on target. Enemy hit.
But I wouldn't call Jeanne d'Arc and 5.0 hell any much better. Or 5.7. Because you'll fight plenty of Prince Eugens in Jeanne d'Arc. This is no better.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 100. 6,000 meters.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing
Are you seeing where this Moffat is missing him? He's shooting in between like a smoke funnel. Also, the Italian destroyer is dropping mines. So that's gonna be an interesting fight. Shit, a string of mines all the way from the gap.
Target identified.
Ooh boy.
Destroyer.
Bearing 10, 5,000 meters. Enemy vessel sunk. Enemy hit.
Most of the strategic zones are captured.
Direct hit.
Come on.
Direct hit.
Give me detonation, that's all I ask for. A satisfying pop of a Moffat. And that Moffat is now getting in the way, so I have to shoot it first.
Bearing 100. Direct hit.
Or the Spey can one-shot it, I guess.
Destroyer.
Bearing 4,000 meters. Direct.
There we go.
On fire. Target destroyed.
Target identified. Destroyer.
102. 4,000.
And this match is already determined.
Destroyer! Ahead! 4,000 meters!
Shells on target.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 120. 4,000 meters.
Direct hit.
Direct hit.
I know. I know the mines. I saw him drop them.
Starboard!
Enemy hit.
Hold your helm.
Aye! Steer port!
I'm gonna break the turn line. That's not the button. This is the button. Because I need to maneuver for mines. Although he didn't drop them too well. He dropped them like at the same time. Instead of trying to spread them out. So it should be relatively easy to wiggle my way in between them. Oh, you can detonate them. You can detonate them by just shooting at them. Now that I actually recall, I don't think I've died from mines yet. There we go. Let's detonate that one as well. Perfect. Maybe these two. I detonated two of them, that should be fine. So okay, there's a set and there's a set, so I can squeeze in between them.
Enemy mines ahead! Enemy
Yep.
mines ahead!
And we're safe.
Enemy
It's a
mines
pretty good
ahead.
string of mines though, that's a very good string of mines.
Enemy mines ahead!
Starboard all.
Hard starboard! Aye!
And we're going to have to live with this alarm for a little bit.
Ships, aye!
Nope, there we go. There is no radius, they're not magnetic, they're contact. They're not magnetic. We do not have magnetic mines in game.
Aye! Steer starboard!
They can be called whatever in the weapons menu, but they're not magnetic mines. All we have is contact.
Another zone captured. We have an
And on
advantage.
ahead we go. The thing is, for as far as I know, magnetic mines didn't really have that much bigger that big a blast radius.
Light cruiser! Starboard! 10,000 meters!
Ready for what?
Target identified. Light cruiser.
Oh, is he going to run straight into a mine?
0. 10,000 meters.
Oh, he's gonna run straight into a mine. There he goes. One, and is that one going to blow him up? Is that one going to blow him up? Come on. Come on, do it. God damn it. Yes, they're not magnetic. They're all contact. At least I have never seen a magnetic action of a mine.
Light cruiser. Ahead. 8,000 meters.
Target identified. Light cruiser.
Bearing 180. 8,000 meters.
Starboard your helm.
Aye, steer starboard.
I mean, that's one way to minesweep, I guess, by just running straight into them.
Target identified. Light cruiser.
Bearing
Seeing minesweeping as equipment would be kind of cool, though.
8,000 meters.
You know, like functional paravanes. Yeah, I know that they had a much greater effect, but I don't think they have a much bigger, like, effective radius. They had a bigger radius, of course, because you could detonate kind of on proximity,
Target identified. Destroyer.
but still.
Bearing 180.
I think the ship still had to practically sail right over it in order to really do much damage.
Steer port.
But I'm not too sure on that.
Ahead.
Enemy ship on fire. Enemy listening at using
Patrol vessel. Ahead. 7,000
Just a little more effort. Victory will surely be ours.
Target identified. Light cruiser.
Bearing 180. 7,000 meters.
Target identified. Patrol vessel.
Yeah, there we go.
180. 7,000 meters.
Target identified.
Somewhat better, mainly because the bots just lined themselves up in front of us broadside on. And there's the tester star for today. Okay. I'll see if this guy is still up for it. I didn't find it much fun spading it, although I don't actually recall having that much problem with it. That much, yeah, I don't know what to call it. The Albing. I recall that the guns are kind of crap. Yep. Yeah, they're not too bad. Very low filler. That's right, very low filler for big guns. Other than that, they're fine, I guess. But I remember not really liking the Albing much. Killer aesthetic though. He's joining us with the Omahas. Off we go then. You know, now that I think of it, I have... If we just leave battleships and coastals out of the... Well, battleships out of the question, I almost have all blue water ships. I think I just need two... No, I need one more cruiser for Germany. Then, of course, the French ships. And then I literally have every single destroyer and cruiser. Excluding premiums and event vehicles, of course. It's weird to think that I literally almost don't have anything to grind other than battleships for blue water. Ooh, yes, I have the Zara. I haven't played Zara itself yet, but I have played Paula.
Flank
I
speed.
haven't played Zara yet, but I do have it.
Destroyer.
You'll get the gap,
Ahead.
Roger.
11,000 meters.
Action stations. Enemy spotted. Target identified.
Yeah, no,
Bearing
what that's referring to. A friend of mine has a quote-unquote Polar cult because the Polar is his favorite cruiser. And he bought the Polar for a lot of people. For a lot of people in our friend group. Me included. With the one condition when he bought it for me. Is that I have to play the Polar on stream. And the literal first match I played with the Polar, I got HE bugged by a bot Helena 12 kilometers away, 10 seconds out of spawn. Cursed. I lost. If you find that stream again and you find that moment, you can just hear all the energy drain out of my body. But the Polar is a fine cruiser. Again, pretty much all Italian 5.7s are fine cruisers. Yeah, it was. Because the thing is, yeah, he had this friend of mine has this Polar cult because he genuinely thinks it's one of the best premium cruisers to get, and he's not that far off of it. It's a really solid premium cruiser, and he says it's a good ship and I'll enjoy it. So he bought it for me. The literal first match, instant detonation right outside of spawn. It's just no.
Hold your helm.
Aye, steer starboard.
Yeah, it's not the best because Helena exists.
direct hit.
It's definitely up there.
Destroyer. Ahead. 14,000 meters.
And the nice thing about the Polar is that if you use it as a ship to grind... Was it the first addendum? I don't remember. Yes, because no. The reason I put that addendum on my Discord server was because people kept... Like, I posted about uploads or about streams and people kept, like, reacting just P-O-L-A underneath it, so just Polar. And I was getting so fed up with it.
Target identified.
The Polar cult has become a bit of a meme in our friend group.
260. 7,000.
Target identified.
I'll play the Italians at some point then.
260. 8,000 meters.
Yeah, the problem with starting, especially in a Ghana cult, I can't sell anybody on that ship. I can hardly sell myself on that ship anymore.
Light cruiser.
Yeah, I could do my Italian grind on Wednesday. Because I do really want to get the Dulio because I love the look of the battleship. Very few.
Listing and losing speed.
Target identified. Light cruiser.
Bearing.
Well, the things I like the really weird and memey ships.
Enemy hit.
So that's the reason
Destroy.
I just have a soft spot for the Agano.
300.
Because back then when I first got it, I really liked that ship.
Destroyer.
Or at least I remember liking it. Might not be true, but oh well.
Aye, steer starboard.
Back when it had more anti-air, but they removed it for some reason. I know the reason why, but still. And I like the Oyoda because it's just a weird ship. With this 2 triple 155s at the front. A few 100 mils as secondary guns, because the 100mm Japanese anti-air gun really good. I love that gun to bits.
Hold your helm.
So that's like also the main reason why I want an Ayodo in game, is just to have that 100mm gun as a secondary.
Most of the zones are under control.
I honestly believe that Oyodo would be a nice second 5.3 cruiser for Japan.
Enemy.
There's something to be in a lineup together with Agano.
Direct hit.
But we'll have to wait until they actually add it, I guess.
Destroyer. Starboard. 12,000
Kumano is a Mogami class, I believe. It's Yahagi and...
We are damaged.
Oh, what is this third one again?
Direct hit.
Oh god. It's just... Another ship I'd love to see, although I'd have no clue about the battle rating, of course, is Kitakami. The ship that World of Warships is even too afraid to add.
Shells on target.
Sakawa, that's the one. That's the second one, or the third one. There's quite a few Mogamis actually. Yeah, Noshiro or Sakawa. I am never opposed to more Japanese ships, at least.
Bearing 26.
No matter how bad they may be.
5,000 meters.
Destroyer! Starboard! 10,000 meters!
Shells on target.
Engines, all astern.
Aye, steer starboard!
Just keep it up. Victory will be ours.
Direct hit. Dangerous shallows ahead.
Hey! 3,000 meters!
The thing is, Mikasa wouldn't be a good ship,
Direct hit.
because those guns wouldn't be good. They really wouldn't be. You basically would have a slower, maybe slightly better armored Ikoma, with I think less secondary guns and worse guns. So it really wouldn't be a good ship to have.
We are damaged.
Although it would be a killer collector's item. Yeah.
Shells on target.
Oh, hello, Moffats. Ooh.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Direct hit.
Repair party. Prepare.
That is not a Moffat, that is a Summers. And you can tell because of the triple
Stop.
torpedo launchers. Can I, for the love of me, just get good dispersion? Torpedoes away, as feared.
Light cruiser! Ahead! 4,000 meters!
And the thing is, since this is a Summers, I should be able to damage from the front as well. And yes, I am, but for some reason it was not a lethal detonation.
All stop. Starboard your helm.
There we go. It's reversing, perfect, because I want to reverse behind the island again.
Light cruiser! Ahead! 4,000 meters!
Target identified.
Bearing 240. 4,000 meters.
I know for a fact there are enemy torpedoes out there, but I can't see them.
Steer starboard!
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
Damage control to repair parties. Pump out flooded compartments.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
Now, why would you need a full team of that, whilst you could have just 2 Kitagamis?
Target
Please,
identified.
Gaijin, when?
Destroyer.
Bearing 260. 5,000 meters.
Port your helm.
Aye, steer port!
Engines, all stop. Damage control to stations.
Enemy hit.
That's a Devastator? Yep, TBD-1.
Target.
Target identified. Torpedo bomber.
Bearing.
I'm curious about how they'll handle that as well.
All stop.
We are damaged. Enemy destroyed. Enemy hit.
Target identified.
Yep.
Torpedo bomber.
Bearing 240.
Yep.
5,000.
The other reason I'd love to see the Nishin as well is because it has basically 3 of the turrets of, oh, I remember. Practically, what is it now, a year and a half ago, or maybe 2 years ago?
Listing and losing.
I actually had like this conversation with somebody on my Discord server about like a hypothetical line I'd love to see. And that's like a... There are the enemy torpedoes. A... Oop,
Midships.
I need to move, I need to move and dodge.
Machinery noise. Torpedo.
Starboard!
Spawns in 2 of the most easily detonatable ships in game and cries about it, yeah.
Target identified. Torpedo bomb.
But yeah, what I was saying, I had a conversation with somebody about like a hypothetical tactical line that would be nice for Japan, and that's like a seaplane slash hybrid line.
Light cruiser.
So you could have stuff like the Nishin, of course, and other seaplane tenders. Oyodo, which I think also had recon planes, or several of them. Yeah, the Oyodo, then you could have Tone in there as well. Maybe the conversion of the Magami with the float planes in the rear. And the BBV Ise would be like a nice little tactory for Japan. I think I'm forgetting something between Nishin and Oyodo, but I'm not sure. Aren't those like... there were seaplane tenders to begin with, weren't they? Chiyoda and Chitose. The thing that became full-on light carriers, yeah.
Steer port!
It's gonna work, I think. I'm not actually too familiar with those ships. Like pre-carrier conversion.
Enemy hit.
Destroyer! Starboard! 8,000 meters!
Awesome!
Yes. Enemy routed. Report.
Not sure if the Chitose class as a seaplane tender would be quite fun to play though. Because looking at it, it seems like it only has 2 dual like AA 127s, and those are not good guns. Yep. We're all ready? Yes, we are. Off we go then. So the strat here is to just wait. We have a Navy guy with us, that's good. Well, good. It can depend. Let's see what he spawns in. Very tempted to spawn my destroyer as well, to be honest. Have some fun in the gearing. I might actually do that. Yeah, I'll do just that. Have some fun in the gearing.
All hands to battle stations. Engines. Flank speed.
Aye, steer port!
Port your helm.
Light cruiser. Bearing 300. 12,000 meters.
Is our Navy guy just not gonna spawn
Enemy
in?
spotted.
Look at you all with your fancy camos.
Patrol
We
vessel.
don't need smoke cover. No, don't need that.
300. 10,000 meters.
Target identified. Patrol vessel.
Bearing 300. 10,000 meters. Heavy cruiser. Bearing
Enemy heavy cruiser, okay then.
11,000 meters.
Target identified. Heavy cruiser.
Primo, ooh boy, that might explain why he's such a late spawn.
11,000
Wanted
meters.
to ensure that he didn't spawn in first. Mitcher just ditched his torpedoes. Is this a player Mitcher? Let's find out. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, but it's that card, it's probably just, yeah. First 2 matches in a Mitcher.
Target
A
identified.
few destroyers approaching.
Bearing 260.
Target identified.
New Orleans is 5-7. I distinctly remember New Orleans being 5-7.
Heavy cruiser.
Do we have a New Orleans? Really? Oh, we do.
9,000
Alright.
Target identified.
6,000 meters.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 320. 10,000 meters.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 320.
Something got picked up on radar for some reason. Not nearly enough lead.
Destroyer. Bearing 260. 5,000 meters. Near hit.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 260. 5,000 meters. Enemy hit.
Starboard your
I
helm.
do indeed have the boy ship. I have every single Japanese ship. That's the one thing I quote unquote pride myself on. Every single one except for Miyoko. But mainly because I'm waiting for that ship to go into sales. Which I think it should go into sales this summer, but I'm not sure.
Destroyer. Bearing 320. 10,000 meters.
But I do indeed have Yudachi. $50% off is good enough.
Target identified.
I know that the anniversary sale is like 70%, but 50% is good enough.
Near hit.
Target identified.
Enemy hit. Near hit. Heavy cruiser.
Alrighty.
340. 7,000 meters.
Starboard all.
Near hit.
Helm. Midships.
Helmet ships. Aye.
Damage control to stations. Target identified.
I'm
Heavy cruiser.
tempted to go for Bravo.
340. 7,000
The thing with the squad mate should have it.
damage.
Should be able to fend off those wounded 2 ships.
Bearing 340. 7,000 meters.
Damage control to repair line. Compound running compartment. Target identified. Patrol vessel. Target identified. Destroyer.
3,000 meters.
Starboard your helm.
Aye. Steer starboard.
Target identified. Destroyer. Target identified.
Aye. Steer port.
Target identified.
alongside of this little island to help with the aircraft.
Direct hit!
We're ahead of the enemy.
Although it's a TBD, it shouldn't be much of a threat.
Target identified.
Although for an angle it might be.
Bearing 260. 6,000 meters.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 340. 9,000 meters.
Engaging the enemy.
Target identified. Light cruiser.
Bearing 340. 7,000 meters.
We've captured
Another aircraft up by the looks of
Patrol
it.
vessel. Bearing
But it's a bot because it's flashing its smoke.
Target identified. Patrol.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we just suddenly saw a hurricane in the fuel feed.
2,000.
So...
Target identified.
Nope, there it is.
280. 6,000 meters.
Target identified.
Bearing 300. 2,000 meters.
Listening and losing speed. Target identified. Fighter.
Bearing 280. 5,000 meters.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Direct hit.
Target identified. Torpedo bomber.
Bearing 20.
It's really starting to confuse me because I have no clue what these aircraft are that they're spotting.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 30. 7,000 meters.
Destroyer.
Bearing
Helm. Midships. Target identified. Destroyer.
bearing
Light cruiser.
bearing 360. 8,000 meters. Hit.
A little more effort and
Oh, I'm shooting when I'm over-aiming. Come on.
Near hit.
Probably because I was sailing away from him and not toward him.
On starboard, aye.
Near hit. Near hit.
Let's say hit.
Shells on target.
Because all that's behind the helm of that moffat is a machine.
On fire. Shells on target.
And I've shot through my ready rack, I believe.
And losing speed. Enemy destroyed.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 320. 5,000 meters. Destroyer. Bearing 40. 4,000 meters.
And this game's pretty much over as
Hold your helm.
well.
Aye, stay put.
Enemy aircraft
Target
up.
identified. Destroyer.
300.
B-17.
3,000 meters.
Target identified. Bomber.
260. 5,000
Helmet, aye.
Target identified. Destroyer.
And the B-17 ripped its own wing off.
enemy.
From gun knocked out together with my bridge. I'll just start my repair anyways.
Repair parties. Begin damage control.
Shells on target.
So I can maybe knock out some of the guns.
Torpedo bomber.
Okay. This isn't going to end well for me.
1,000 meters. Closing. Direct hit. Prepare hit.
Unless the New Orleans just detonates the Sumner, of course.
Throw.
No enemy in sight. Battle area clear.
There we go. Another successful match completed. Although, not that successful. not as successful as just playing a premium. And sorry to say, but I am going to stop this stream earlier than I usually do, so I'm going to do one more match. And that'll be it for tonight, because I have to get up early tomorrow. Sure thing. We'll just wait for him to be back, although I think he is back. What do you mean with scene? I know of a few custom maps where you can have tanks and ships along, but the exact actual versus each other, I haven't. Actually, no, I have. There's one Denmark map where you can quote-unquote fight the tanks and ships, but you just get bombed by supersonic jets all the time because they seemingly have nothing better to do. But seeing as all was already, I'm just gonna start. It is fun, but at the same time, I'd rather them just actually come at me with planes I'm supposed to fight. Instead of supersonic jets, they just drop bombs from high altitude. Yep. It's really fun when you get on like the custom Denmark maps. And you and a friend are both in anti-airships. Because of the size of the map, if too many, I think, entities spawn in, it just starts lagging. So with 2 ships, you're more than enough to lag out the entire server. Which in a ship isn't really that big of a problem, it basically just results in frame rate dropping. But in planes, if you start lagging the server like that, they can barely fly. Which is of course all the more fun if you're shooting down supersonic bombers in a World War II ship. Well, I guess I'm going to have to tow people again.
Action stations, man your posts. Engines, flank speed. Helm, hard a port.
Hard a port, aye.
The rear side, and Nagano.
Helm.
I'm 63, I believe. 63, yes. Yes, it does. What happens is, as long as you're roughly in the same weight class for as far as I know, actually it doesn't even matter all that much. But you will slowly but surely get up to your top speed if you're towing somebody. It'll just take a while longer.
Destroyer, ahead, 8,000 meters.
Action
Very nice,
station.
Kenneth.
Enemy spotted. Target identified. Destroyer.
Buried.
I think the other reason I think I like the Agano so much is because it's a small ship. It's so dinky and little for a light cruiser.
Target identified.
I look all with the Agano. I just like the ship.
140. 13,000 meters.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing
But now,
140. 13,000 meters.
Port your helm.
Aye, steer port.
I wouldn't go as far as to say that. I don't know. Anyways, destroyers to shoot at.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 140.
I really want to see B-65 as well.
12,000.
But the likelihood we'll ever get it is slim to none. Although, It would possibly be more likely to get it in the 14-inch gun configuration rather than the 12.1-inch. Sad as it may be. B-65 is a Japanese proposal or plan. Planned successor ship or succeeding ship class to the Congos. It's basically a battle cruiser with 3 triple 310mm guns. And the main allure to me is it's a really big ship as well. It's, I think, roughly on the scale of a Yamato in terms of size. And the thing I like about it a lot is because it has practically an Akizuki worth of anti-air on either side of the ship. With literally 4 Akizuki turrets on either side.
Destroyer, ahead! 7,000.
I think in general it would just be a cool ship to see.
Target identified. Destroyer.
It's, if you're familiar with World of Warships, it's the Azuma slash, what is the tier 10 one again? Oh, I forgot what the other one is, but it's Azuma. If you know that ship from World of War... Yoshino, that's the one. Yoshino and Azuma from World of Warships. That ship calls.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 6,000 meters. Enemy hit.
Yes, also that ship.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 100. 7,000 meters.
But I think Azerlane actually got that ship from World of Warships.
Bearing
That name.
100. 7,000 meters.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 100. 7,000 meters.
Target identified.
Yeah, they really do for some reason.
Bearing 100.
Torpedoes away from the Spokane and they're not really that
Destroyer.
Bearing
lackluster, so I need to be very careful.
5,000 meters.
Shells on target.
I really wish I had more firepower support in terms of bots, but nope, they don't even know how to find their own ass with a flashlight and a map.
Enemy hit.
Now, come on
Starboard
then.
for help.
Steer starboard!
Enemy this.
I butcher that's saying, but oh well.
Enemy hit.
I have the excuse that English is not my first language.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 5,000 meters.
There are the torpedoes.
Target
No longer
identified.
on course at least, that's good.
Bearing 3,000 meters.
Yep.
Direct hit. Target destroyed.
You know, the saying is that you cannot find your own ass in the dark with a flashlight on a map.
4,000 meters.
Ouch. Fire, but it's a rear turret, that's fine, so I don't need to repair anything, never mind. Turrets.
Shells on target.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 100. 5,000 meters.
Damage control to fire.
For some reason they're really keen on shooting the regular instead of me.
On target.
Damage control to station.
Direct hit.
Target identified. Destroyer.
1,000 meters. Enemy hit.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 100. 5,000 meters.
Yeah, that's kind of the negative of going bow in, is that literally all they hit is either your hull, which does nothing, your turret, which I knock out, or your bridge.
4,000 meters.
So it's kind of the negative of going bow in.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 100. 4,000 meters. Direct hit.
And the blackout of these torpedoes hit one of the zombies, who could have possibly seen that one coming.
Shells on target.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 10,000 meters.
Yep. That to do.
Heavy cruiser! Starboard! 9,000 meters!
Port your helm.
Aye, steer port!
We are down. Shells on target.
Oh, the twin turret can't actually fire over the bow at this range. Good to know.
Starboard your helm.
Aye, steer starboard!
It has a good broadside, but it's only one gun more than going perfectly bow in. So why not just go bow in?
Enemy destroyed. Direct.
It's also I want to rush myself to, well, rush. I need to go to the gap, so I might as well just go bow in.
Target identified.
Like, there's no real negative to me going bow in, other than losing one gun.
Heavy cruiser! Starboard! 9,000 meters!
Damage control to stations.
Thank God this guy didn't try to go for my ammo rack.
Direct hit.
Now, I only saw 2 torpedoes being launched from the Blagorodny originally, so I have to be very careful when entering this cap about his remaining torpedoes. So we're gonna slow down, we're gonna take a peek. I don't see any torpedo trails, so we're good. And I'm going to be a bit selfish, I'm sorry, but I'm going to take the cap. I might actually just sail through it, although yeah, you're fine with it, good.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing
I might actually still make it on there before I cap it anyways.
4,000 meters.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 160. 4,000 meters.
Engines all stop.
Good stuff.
Heavy cruiser! Starboard! 8,000
Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is,
Your helm.
you can
Steer starboard!
advance towards an objective while it's going kind of broadside by just snaking. But there's not much point to doing that in the Omaha because you have 6 guns going purely bow in, whilst you have a 7-gun broadside. And going bow in also helps with your survivability, as it protects the engines. Now, are there still some more destroyers that just sailed off to the left? No more fresh spawns by the looks of it, and there is indeed an enemy destroyer all the way over there.
Destroyer! Port!
Not that
4,000
it'll do them much good,
Target
but
identified.
there are targets, several of them.
Destroyer.
Bearing 4,000 meters.
Engines all stop.
Reloading. Direct hit.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 40. 3,000 meters. Enemy hit.
Port! 4,000 meters!
Shells on target.
Engines all stop.
He's a bit too angled for me to get to the magazine, although he's very helpfully unangling himself.
Direct hit.
But it doesn't mean much yet, does it?
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing 4,000 meters. Direct hit. We are damaged.
Engines all stop.
Shells on target.
I'm confident in just sitting broadside to these guys because I don't think they're going to kill me.
Enemy vessel sunk.
Mainly because that guy was shooting HE anyways.
Keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Destroyer! Port!
There he is, spotted again. And sadly angled again.
Destroyer.
Bearing 20. 3,000 meters. Shells on target.
And there he goes.
Engines, flank speed.
And I think there's literally all of them down there.
We are damaged.
Now, when you look at this team list, I wouldn't say that this match is won.
Steer starboard.
But the fact that there's no enemies going towards Charlie,
Light cruiser.
and I doubt anybody's going to Bravo,
2,000 meters.
now we just have to wait for the tickets to bleed.
Target identified. Light cruiser.
Bearing.
I am, however, going to park myself over at
5,000
Bravo.
meters.
Light cruiser. Ahead. 9,000 meters.
I'm not gonna shoot at that thing over there.
Target identified. Light cruiser.
Bearing 200. 9,000 meters.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
We are damaged.
Repair parties begin damage control. Damage control to repair parties. Pump out flooded compartments.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Light cruiser. Port. 8,000 meters.
And now it's just waiting for the tickets to bleed.
Dangerous shallows ahead.
Starboard your helm.
Aye. Steer starboard.
Nope.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Bearing
That's
2,000 meters.
Destroy the target.
we have ourselves a Blackguard Otney.
Hard starboard. Aye. Heavy cruiser. Ahead. 1,000
Yep.
meters.
And you were indeed shot by a commie. There goes a detonation on the and there goes a Blackguard Otney. Good job. Torpedoes, most likely.
Port your
Seeing
helm.
how broadside he went,
Aye.
I'm going to
Steer
yeah,
port.
I'm going to just
Engines,
hold.
all ahead.
Dangerous shallows ahead.
Light cruiser. Ahead. 4,000 meters.
Target identified. Light cruiser.
Bearing 240. 4,000 meters.
And that's a person that doesn't know that you can detonate Spokonies.
A little more effort and victory will.
Shells on target.
Also, he died twice in the premium Spokony. Oh boy. It's a great salt. And it's always from the premium players. Hello there, Terriel.
Cruiser. Port. 6,000 meters.
Attack the enemy.
Target identified. Light
I will say you are joining us close to the end of the stream because I have to get up early tomorrow.
3,000 meters.
target identified. Light cruiser.
Bearing 200. 6,000 meters.
I will say most matches in the Omaha have been alright, if not a bit dull because of the zombie problem. Where is this kid off? Right around the corner. Okay. And that's the Belfast, I assume I saw. No. An Amden. Okay. That reminds me.
Direct
I need to plan something in.
Port! 1,000 meters!
All hands!
I
Lockdown! Vessel is
I assume, hell, me and Tyrell actually participated in a little like ship v aircraft event, but it didn't go too well, to be honest. But I know of a concept that works, and I might want to try doing that on stream.
Light cruiser! Ahead! 3,000 meters!
I know of a format with
Okay, all crews, stand down.
aircraft v ships that works, and it's pretty fun as well. Just need to get the numbers for it. But I think I'll do that maybe next week. Not this week. Could do it Friday. Could do it Friday. I might do it Friday. And there we go. Yeah, I'll make a YouTube post about that event. I'll make a Discord thing about it as well. Because some of you might have already played it, depending on how long you've been in my Discord. And I knew it was it was a good success, I think, back when I played it first. So I'll see if I can do it again. But anyways, I'm going to leave that for tonight. Because again, I have to get up early tomorrow. It's already midnight and I have to get up at like 7:30. So, yikes. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'm going to be playing the Italian Cruisers Wednesday. And I'll see if I can get that event going Friday. It shouldn't be too difficult to run because I remember the restrictions. Anyways, thanks for watching. And I'll see you all on Wednesday, unless anything, of course, interjects. Good night.